I've been watching Rocky 3 lately, getting ready for this fight in an emotional way. When you're the champion, what you do is you shadow box with little kids and you do Visa commercials, and as the challenger, you hang out in gyms with leaky pipes and do all the hard work. Equity Sports Analytics. I'm back to give you 3 best bets for Adesanya versus Pereira, UFC 287. This card's in Miami. I don't think they've been there for 15 or 20 years, so this is old is new again for the UFC in Miami. The first time these two faced in UFC, this is actually the quadrilogy if you count kickboxing. They faced twice in kickboxing years ago. Alex Pereira won. We picked Alex Pereira when these two fought, won quite a bit of money on that. He was a 2-1 underdog, but right now we are switching up our pick. The public had Adesanya the first time out, and we counterintuitively went against the public. We're going to zig when the public zags again here. The public is mostly on Pereira. We can see by the money flowing in and what the experts are saying, the experts that we follow, people who know a lot more about the sport than we do. We're just math nerds. Friends don't let friends gamble without math. We're not sports fans. Well, I am a sports fan. I lied, but we're not sports. We don't use our sports fandom to pick picks. We just use mathematics. That's all we do. You can't win betting on sports with your sports knowledge. If you haven't gathered that yet, if you've been a sports bettor, your gut will lie to you. The human brain, as Neil deGrasse Tyson says, is terrible at deciphering reality. And so one of the things we can only do is rely on science and math to be able to discover what the hell is happening in this world. Anyway, Adesanya versus Pereira 2. Adesanya is going to win this fight. The odds are 1.80. You can get that at most of the major books. That's minus 125 for in the American style odds. You have to lay $125 to win 100. Everyone betting, it looks like $5 to $50 is betting on Pereira. Everybody betting $500 to $1,000 is betting on Adesanya. We're going to be on the side of the sharps. We're going to be on the side of the casinos. Adesanya, I've been watching Rocky 3 lately, getting ready for this fight in an emotional way. When you're the champion, what you do is you shadow box with little kids and you do Visa commercials, and as the challenger, you hang out in gyms with leaky pipes and do all the hard work. So that's what Adesanya has been doing. He got back to basics. You haven't heard much from him. He just wants to fight. He doesn't want to talk. That's a good sign. And Pereira is going through Brazil. He's a national hero. He's a guy who has not experienced anything like this kind of limelight. He used to be a champion in kickboxing, but there's nowhere near the popularity of kickboxing as there is mixed martial arts, especially in the North American UFC context. So, Adesanya is going to win this fight. You're going to lay 1.25 units to win 1. We usually try to win 1.5 or 2 units. We're not going to tell you what to do that way. We advise our clients. If you sign up on Patreon or on our website, we'll tell you exactly what to do. But we try to usually win 1.5 to 2 units. So you just have to lay just over that to win that amount. Second bet we're going to advise here. We are picking the fight does not go to decision. This is a 5-round fight. We think this is going to end either way. Pereira, definitely the only way he's going to win this fight. His major win condition is by TKO, KO, TKO. So he's going to finish inside the distance if he wins, probably. If this fight goes to decision, Israel Adesanya has an overwhelming chance to win. That's why, by the way, in our first pick, I forgot to mention, we think that Adesanya is around a 70% odds to win this fight. People are way off here. This fight should be lined exactly the same way it was in the first fight. He should be over a 2-1 favorite because there's a 90 to 95% chance that if this fight goes to decision, that Adesanya is going to win that decision. And then implied odds, what the casino's actually giving us, Adesanya has about a 27% chance to win inside the distance. And so if you add those two up, overall. The casinos are telling you what they think. They think Adesanya is going to win this fight 7 out of 10 times. And you are getting implied odds when you bet the 1.80. When you bet just the odds on this fight, you just have to win this fight around 55-56% of the time if you bet on Adesanya to win money. And so we are simply getting square value. If you have money on the Pereira side, you have money on the square side. Now, Pereira could definitely win this fight, but the sharp play is Adesanya by far. So first pick is Adesanya to win the fight. Second pick is fight does not go to decision. You can get this for around 1.80 again. The line opened, actually, the favorite was the fight going over, but now a lot of the sharp money has gone on the under. But it's only slightly, I think it's 1.80. It's a slight favorite to not go to decision. And again, we think that Pereira, if he wins this fight, it won't go to decision. And we also think there's an overwhelming chance if Adesanya wins the fight, Pereira is going to gas out in round 3, 4, or 5, or Adesanya is just going to come and because Adesanya's ring IQ is off the charts. Adesanya is just going to come and destroy Pereira from the opening bell, and it's going to be too much. Either way, we think that this fight is probably only going to go to decision maybe 3.5, 4 times out of 10, and the casinos have it lined at going to decision half the time out of 10. So that's your first 2 picks. And then the last pick is the parlay of the week. This is much less sexy. We have Lupita Godinez. We're going to parlay her with Ignacio Bahamondes. You're going to get just under a 1-to-1 value for that. So you're going to have to lay a little more to win the unit size you want. So we're laying a little more than 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. Remember, friends don't let friends gamble without math. We are Equity Sports Analytics, and I'm Chris, and we'll see you next week.